Bitches be talking down on me with bald spots. I just think they mad because they're scalp hot. Like, I got bars.
I kinda ate.
Hi, angels on earth. My name is Irisdelany, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I am with the multi-talented makeup and hair artist and my best friend in the world, Meadow Cloud.
Hello, everyone.
I'm going to be leaving all of his information and social media below, so make sure to go book him, follow him, support him, because this transformation is about to be insane. Today, I'm going to be answering my most frequently asked questions as a trans woman while getting my hair and makeup done. Let's hop right into it.
Not gonna be able to go outside.
My first question is, what is your most wild experience with a chaser? When I first moved to New York, I mentioned this in my previous video that I was living in a house with 16 other people. So in that time, I was talking to this guy and he was living in New Jersey. So I go to this guy's house and he essentially kidnaps me for almost a week, and that is not a joke. So basically, I went to his house and we were hanging out, like everything was chill for a little bit. A normal experience, you know, we hook up, slept over at his house, and the next day I was getting my stuff and trying to leave, and he kept threatening me with violence if I left.
Girl, if I was there, this was before we met.
I ended up being at his house for like 4 days. I left my bag. I left my fucking shoes there. Like, stay safe, dolls. Can I say what's the hardest drug I've done on YouTube?
No, do not even say that because you're not gonna, no.
As you're transitioning as a plus size person, did your boobs fill in more? Yes, my boobs did fill in more once I started my transition and once I started taking hormones. I really thought for a while, I was like, my hormones aren't working. Like, I do not see any physical changes yet. But after like 6 months, like I just had the craziest growth spurt in not only like my chest area, but in my body as well. I started noticing that my thighs were getting bigger and that my butt was getting a little bigger. If you had to describe yourself in 5 words, what would they be? Really fucking awesome, that bitch. I'm very hardworking, dedicated, loving, funny. Your favorite part about being trans? My personal favorite part about being trans is the gender affirming back shots. But seriously, my favorite part about being trans is that I'm able to express my most authentic self and live in my truth, because for so long that was taken away from me, and no longer am I ever going to have to experience or live that again. Our inspiration for the hair and makeup today is so different, something that we've never really done before. I usually go for like a high femme, elegant kind of girl, but I told Meadow that I wanted something really different today, and I really wanted to have fun with my hair and makeup.
As a makeup artist, especially as a makeup artist that works and loves working with trans women, just take their lead. Like, the ultimate goal is that you want them to like not only feel good, but to also feel like themselves. That for you today is like embodying this character and like being something that's like magical and still like high femme in its own way. That's really fun. I know what you like. I'm gonna trust what you like, and I know that I'm gonna do a good job at executing it. So, period.
Period. I'm gonna be untucked on the content phone.
No, it's pretty zoomed in.
First side of my hair is done, and as you can tell, I'm just so giddy. I love it so much already. The other side.
The other side, I want you to see.
So I received these 2 questions. How's Cali going so far? And are you looking forward to NYC? Just wanted to do a quick little life update with y'all and say that I recently moved from San Francisco back to New York City. I have been living in New York previously for the past like year or 2 before I moved to San Francisco, because I lost my housing because the rent was raised, and it was just really hard during that time to find housing in New York City. Like, everyone I knew was struggling to find housing, and I had a very sweet near sister to my heart who let me stay with her and her family while I was still figuring out my situation and giving me time to work it all out. I live in New York now. I love San Francisco so much. It's always gonna have such a special place in my heart. Like, truly, it is one of the most beautiful places I've been in my life. Like, being that close to such a big, beautiful beach was such a dream come true. Like, every time I leave New York, it always pulls me back, and I really do consider it a place that I call home. All of my chosen families here. As we are both trans content creators, what are the best ways to deal with hate comments or uneducated comments? I'm gonna be really vulnerable and really honest with everyone right now. This is something that I'm still dealing with and figuring out every single day, because when you're a trans person, especially a trans woman, putting yourself out on the internet, visibility isn't always the healthiest or best thing for you, because no matter who it is, somebody is going to have an opinion on you, whether that's conservative or sometimes even someone in the community. It definitely is very complicated. However, I do believe in putting yourself first and making your mental health a priority, because your social media is your social media. It should work for you. If you don't like what certain people are saying, you can always limit your comments, delete your comments, block people. Your social media should work for you. You shouldn't work for social media. It's okay to have digital boundaries. The block button is my favorite button. I think that it's really important to remember that as transgender people, that we're all just people as well. We shouldn't have the pressures or the anxieties to present or be a certain type of way just because we are told by society that we should be or perform in these ways.
Exactly. Like, I feel like especially when you feel confident embodying a certain label, everyone expects you to perform then a certain way, and it's like, my expression is going to be exactly how it's going to be, and I'm not going to explain that. So if that's confusing for you, figure it out.
There's certain times where people feel like you owe them like an explanation of yourself, when we are allowed to just exist. I'm going to wrap up the other side of my hair, and we'll be back for the makeup session of this video. Meadow and I decided to do the base off camera so we can show you the fun parts, but this is what we have so far, and oh my fucking God, y'all, this is sick. I am obsessed with the blush and the white under eye. It is just so fab. Give him his 10s. Give him his 10s.
We're about to get real whimsical on this face. Honestly, I've said it every single time. Iris is literally my muse for every single thing. Like, I love doing this woman's makeup, so I feel like now...
Can't fuck up the beat. About to cry, take a Q-tip and just put it in like the corner of your eye, and it'll soak up all the tears that are about to come out. Do you believe in signs? Justin, I am so glad you asked. Yes, I believe in signs. I am a Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius rising, and Aquarius moon. Meta, what's your big three?
I am a Gemini sun, Pisces rising, and moon.
I am such an astrological girly. I obviously don't know everything, but I love learning about it. And to an extent, I believe in it like so much. Our destinies being written in the stars is beautiful to me. Do your parents accept you for being trans? My mom's kind of upset with me for being non-binary, and it's tough. I totally relate to you when you say that my mom's mad at me for being non-binary, because I feel like that was a very similar thing that I've experienced, of just like sharing that with my parents and them not being accepting and like them almost just rejecting me for even saying anything to them. My advice to you is to keep being yourself and keep showing up authentically, except maybe take a few steps back in the relationship that you have with your mom as much as you can, because it's hard being involved or even in a relationship in any capacity with someone who doesn't fully see you as you are. And obviously I know it's tough, especially if you're young, but I promise things will get better and you'll be able to be at a point in your life where you can choose and make your own chosen family. Another question kind of talking about family: was I right to cut off my aunt after condescending comments about my transition? And I say, if it got to the point where you had to cut off your aunt, then definitely don't think that's a bad thing. I think that your boundaries are your own and your own to make. And if what she says makes you constantly feel uncomfortable and even just, you know, not supported, then I fully support you in that. I think that you should hold on to relationships that no longer serve you. It applies to family too. You should be his baby, not his babysitter. It should feel like glitter. On the topics of families, I just wanted to say that whether you're queer or trans or just somebody who is not close with their family, that there's so much community and love and people out there who want to love you and align with your values and want the same things out of life that you do. I'll confess, I used to record music pre-transition and still write nowadays. As a trans person, I literally relate to this so much because I used to sing and write my own music like ever since I was super young. And as I started like going along through my transition and like obviously becoming the woman that I am, my art and artistry and everything about me changed. After you transition and come out as trans, like everything else is easy. And I mean that in the sense of like, I can be vulnerable in this way, and now it opens the doors for me to be vulnerable in other ways, especially when it comes to creating art.
One thing that I will say is exactly like what Iris said, keep going. And on that note is you want to treat your artistry like it's an archive, and part of that is documenting every step of the process. And like, I love that I made music throughout every part of my transition, like pre-transition and like once I started, you know, to medically transition, because I now have what that journey was through my voice specifically, and how I wanted to change or how I wanted to make things differently or how my view changed. And that's different than like what you're going to get on Instagram, what you're going to get on TikTok. Like, you can't capture that in that sense. It's its own format. So treat it like a little diary. Loki learned how to overline lips, and I never had to because I have lips. But doing makeup on other people, I learned how to overline lips through watching so many videos of Kylie Jenner. And there's so many like tips and tricks that obviously I've evolved because it's been like fucking 11 years.
Right.
Yeah, I loved, obviously hers was just like invisible, and that's why it caused so much commotion. So like, you want to take from the greatest, duh. That you want to leave like the center of your lips alone, and you're just like illuminating the outside of your lips to add it to be a little bit more pouty, a little bit more bubbly, but you want the inside of your lips to still look natural, and that's really what gives it the illusion that they're your lips and like your lip shape. Shout out to King Kylie because she rocked my world.
Baby, this is education. We need you.
No.
Voila, here's the final look. I feel absolutely gorgeous and just so myself in this look. It's truly so liberating to see yourself exactly how you feel, and this is exactly that moment for me. Thank you so much, Meadow. You are so beyond talented. So serious, guys. Please go support Meadow. I am so beyond grateful for everything. All of our socials are going to be in the description below. Please like this video, thumbs it up, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel. We love you so dearly, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye, angels.
Bye.
What outfit makes you feel most like you? XOXO. I think this one.